Hey guys, this is Hellhades, free to play. And damn, we're on the free to play account. I want to give you a general update on how we're doing with the fusion. I've had a lot of people messaging me saying, I feel like this is the easiest fusion I've ever done. Which I don't really disagree with. There's work to do, but it's very achievable. This is by far one of the best fusions Playerwin put out, in my opinion. So where I am with the fusion, I'll talk you through that. I'll talk you through what my plans are, kind of coming into Christmas period, which for me is super busy with a family and extended family and going away to other people's houses and stuff. I will not be playing Raid for at least the next 2 days. So I have to be clever and make sure that I'm in a good spot to be able to do this fusion without being on the game 24/7. So I'd like to thank Age of Z Origins, or is it Age of Z, for sponsoring this video. You can download using the link below. I'll put it in the pinned comment and the description. What is it? It's basically a strategic game where you build up your defenses, build up your base, but it's also like a tower defense mashup alongside. So you want to be recruiting troops, researching better technologies to empower your base, empower your protection, all the while trying to fight off the zombie horde, knocking on your door, trying to break stuff apart. Join an alliance, get stronger, and take over the world. And if you're just into the kind of tower defense stuff, well, there's plenty to be looking at there as well. Age of Z does this really well. There's also some quirky, cool stuff they've got in the game as well. Going and awakening a Titan to fight for your cause, or recruiting different officers to empower different areas of your base. So look, I'm going to get stuck into this game over the next week, and then I'm going to drop a dedicated video, and you can kind of see how this game develops. So don't forget, there will be a link below that you can download the game from. Use that one. Let's get back to the raid video. You might notice I've got a new avatar. I completed the 3rd normal Doom Tower rotation. So I'll also show you in this video the teams that I use to get through the different stages. But that's all of the Doom Tower rotations now beaten on normal. And I am 179 days in. Tomorrow I get my first official seal, even though I've got one that I pulled from a shard. So the free-to-play account is actually rocking on. It's doing really well. A few of you as well have said to me, Arena has got significantly harder over the last probably 3 or 4 weeks. And I cannot disagree. I was sitting in Gold 4 just chilling. I was just chilling day after day after day. I'm now dropping back to Gold 1 and kind of back to that point where it's like, yeah, even in Gold 4, I was winning most of my fights, or a lot of my fights in that early Gold 4 stuff. Gold 1, I'm kind of back to this point now of fighting people, and some I get a team like this where it feels like, okay, that should be fine. Others, I'm struggling to beat anyone on the page. Now, it's probably a fairer reflection of where my account should be. Like Gold 1, with the sort of team that I've got, with the gear that I've got, probably is about right, but the trouble is, so much of this game is dependent on you getting out there and kind of building up your great halls and stuff like that, which is locked behind the arena. It's also, there's a bunch of missions which are kind of locked around arena as well. So hoping it's not a kind of sign of, you know, things to continue to deteriorate, because at the minute it's about manageable, but it's getting closer and closer to that frustration piece where people can't get out of the kind of basic tiers of the arena and can't farm Great Hall medals, which would be a real shame. I guess I'll show you a couple of other things quickly. So my faction wars, I'm now at basically the midway point to Lydia. Completed one faction, I showed that in a video, the Barbarians. And then I've got a couple of factions where I'm just kind of punching on towards the second boss, like the Dwarves here for this week. I'm kind of at the second boss on a couple of them, kind of going back and 3-star in other areas as I improve my stuff. So, you know, we're kind of in good shape with faction wars, picking up a faction now and then when I've got some time, or when there's like an artifact event and saying, right, which champions am I going to start gearing out right now? So to show you where we are with this fusion, Christmas fusion, as I say, a lot of people have kind of come to me and said, easiest fusion they've seen for a long time. And I don't disagree. I actually don't disagree. I pulled shards for Visionary, which gave me an epic in the bag. And we're now, about the midway point of this fusion. I've got my Visionary 5-starred and ascended. So I just need to level her out. I'll level her out at the next champion training event. And then I've got 3, 2, 3, 2 in terms of the rares, and you'll notice that these two ready to go. This one ready to go. This one a 4-star ascended. These two ready to go. This one basically ready to go. So the last champion training event, I threw a load of these rares in to get those done. The next one I will do the same again. And then I will just kind of try and max out the other epics as quickly as I can. I would like to try and keep a copy of Visionary if I can. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. If I can't get there, I can't get there. But Visionary, I think, is actually going to be a really useful epic. I rate it quite highly on the website, 4-star. I toned it down a bit. I had it 4.5. It felt a bit over the top. But I think she's actually solid in terms of what she's bringing to the game. So definitely think that's one that's worth keeping hold of. So what's to come? I mean, I've got a couple here which I'm just working through right now. The Dragon tournament is live. I mean, it's not a bad one for me. I can farm Dragon 20 anyway. So it's literally just about plowing energy in. It's more about putting the time in to do it. So all of the energy for the next couple of days are going to go into Dragon before we get into that champion training, which is going to be tough. The champion chase drops tomorrow, which is probably today for you guys watching. And I've got a bunch of champions waiting to go, which are ready on fragments. See this? A whole bunch of them ready to go. So I got Archmage Helmet yesterday in terms of fragments from Doom Tower Normal, which is actually a really good epic to get onto this account as well. I'm actually going to be like inundated with champions that I want to level out really soon on the free-to-play. So that's a good thing. It's also quite a challenging thing in terms of making decisions about who do I actually need, who's going to help me in different areas of the game. Certainly with Doom Tower Hard now on the agenda, Drex is going to be pretty big for that. So Drex is probably going to be the next one that I max out to full. Yeah, and then with stuff like the Champion Chase, I feel like I can do it if I want to or if I need to, just to get the rare. Artifact, I just kind of burn my way through. I save up, I burn my way through and get to where I want to get to. I might take this one right the way through to the Epic Skill Tome. I get another epic book. And the Dungeon Divers all come alongside doing the other stuff anyway, so I will get this rare today. Again, I probably will get this epic skill tome as well. So pretty much everything along the fusion I've done to the T as we've gone along. So it's been pretty comfortable. Pretty damn comfortable so far. I guess in terms of champions that I've either leveled recently or will do soon, I recently got my Rector up to 6-star, and she has massively boosted my account. She's helped me with the Hydra boss. She's helped me with that faction going up a few more levels. She helped me in Bommel significantly. So she's definitely been a really valuable champion to bring up. And in terms of who else I would like to in the future, I think it's actually going to be the new Fusion and Drex. Looking at the other ones that I've got sitting here right now, Dreadhorn will be fine as 50. Awesome champion. Phoenix is an option, honestly. Shiramani is an option, but I'm short on legendary books. So kind of makes less sense to bring her because her cooldowns are long. But yeah, I've got quite a lot now. I mean, you look at this. Look how many epics I've got in the mix now that I could kind of get involved with. So I've actually got 180 odd days in. Quite a vast roster of champions, really. I'm seeing some funky stuff with Cornelia as well from YST about Bommel, which is interesting for Bommel Hard for me. So that might be something I kind of take a look at. But yeah, the account is pretty stacked for 180 days in. I'll just show you the tavern quickly as well. So I've got quite a lot of chicken action just from events, just from doing the kind of day-to-day stuff, things like Clan v Clan, events that pop up. So I've actually got quite a lot of chicken action going on. I've got one mega barrel that I can use if I 6-star the Fusion, I think, or Drex. So that can be used as well. And pretty low on brews. I used quite a lot of brews recently to get some of the champion training stuff done. And then in terms of books, I've got a pretty decent amount of epic books. And most of my kind of used epics are booked. So there's some which I kind of need to work on. But the ones which are like 60 then being used actively, I booked them to where I want to. So I've got a decent amount of epic books, only a few legendary skill tomes, and not really many on the cards. So this is one area of the game which is always going to be tough. So let me talk you through Doom Tower then. Let me just show you the teams I use to beat all of the different kind of main bosses from level 90 up. I did a video on Bommel specifically, Master Butcher was absolutely clutch for this fight. And you can go and check that video out if you want to. But basically, Master Butcher reducing the damage, not reducing the damage, sorry, giving me a straight heal after any bombs exploded. Ninja freezing the bombs and giving me a lot of damage for the boss. Geo, a lot of damage for the boss. And then 2 healers, one a passive healer and one kind of speed booster and then heal for my team. Main thing with this is just making sure that you cast the buffs after he does the buff cleanse piece. And you don't bring any turn meter decrease in champions or masteries to kind of spawn extra bombs. But this was pretty, for 90 normal, it actually went pretty well. I think it was like my second attempt that I actually got it down. So Bommel went in the dirt. The Scarab boss, this is actually an interesting team. It doesn't really follow the normal flow of what I would do. But I've got Destroy set on my Armager. I've got enemy max HP steal on the A1 here for Venomage. Yeah, so reducing target's max HP. So these two are doing the work to reduce the shield. The reason why Galcut's in here is literally just because he's in a shield set. He's my only champion I've got currently wearing a shield set. So he came in with a shield set on, and I had to do enough work to the shield before before I died, basically, before I started getting counterattacked. I dropped enough of the shield with these two in that time to then just be able to kill him. I used turn meter reduction here, here, and here. And then Geo did quite a lot of work with his burn damage. So interesting that you don't necessarily have to go with the conventional ways. It's like, what am I going to use? I've got a metal shaper that could have come into here. Would have meant a whole bunch of rebuilding. I probably will need a metal shaper for hard because I won't get it done quickly enough, I think, with this style of team. But quite an interesting team there. Griffin, Rector came into this team pretty clutch for heals. I then had a decreased speed debuff here. With Seal, I had my burn and damage from Geo. I had my decreased attack ability from both Rector and Duke. It's pretty big against Griffin, actually. You need decreased attack on. The A1 decreased attack from Rector is actually massive. Like, Rector was a really good champion here for me. And then I used Deke, but I didn't use his turn meter control. So I manualed the boss part of the fight. And relatively comfortable, actually. It was much easier than I thought it was going to be. I've actually used stage 70 as my farm stage. So I just farm this full auto, no problem at all, doing whatever they want on stage 70. So that's where I just throw my keys. And then for Dark Fae, I did have Apothecary in here in the first place as a speed booster. I realised I just need to take him out because the Apothecary in the other team goes first and starts messing me up. So my fastest champion was Deke. I used Deke to push back my kind of mirrors, turn meters, push my turn meters on. I was then able to just throw the nuke in and get rid of my mirrors. And then from then on, really, I just got a bunch of turn meter going on and nukage. But on normal 120, pretty comfortable. 3 minutes 49. I manualed the kind of start of the encounter with the boss, and then it's just full auto. So actually pretty comfortable clearance of the third rotation for Doom Tower normal. Gets me my new avatar. And I guess now, from now on, it's... And also, I cleared all secret rooms apart from 2. Oh, no, apart from 1. Just the 12th secret room I didn't do. And that was for rare void champions only. I mean, I probably could get it done, but it would mean a load of re-leveling and stuff. I just wasn't up for it. So 11 out of 12, though. Pretty damn good. Means that I was able to get that helmet over the line, which is cool as well. And then on hard, I'm just going to start working my way through now and see what I can do for the rest of the month. But there you go, guys. 180 days in, roughly. Doom Tower rotations all done on normal. We got a 1 key on Hydra last week, which was cool as well. So we 1 keyed normal, but we're nowhere near hard. I can't get 2 teams to run, so I'm going to be on normal for a long time, I think. And I can 4 key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, but I normally choose to 2 key normal instead, because I can't guarantee I'm always going to get the 4 keys in. So the account's in good shape. The fusion's in good shape. Have yourself a really great Christmas over the next couple of days. I will be posting a Christmas video, but I won't record it on Christmas Day. And I will catch you soon. I've been Hellhades, free to play. I'll see you later.